Hell yeah. I consider that a fluke since I didn't die to a post-drop. My latest death was actually like in the 70s, which is, for my standards, extremely good. Extremely good. This level, I'll say it again, extremely good. Overall. My literal only gripes is that the pre-drop is too long, which I've thought about this. Based on the song, you can't really do much about that. Like, the drop is just at 40% through the song, and, like, shortening the pre-drop would make the level, like, so comically short since it's already, like, a minute long. And also shortening the pre-drop, it would kind of start in an odd spot, so I feel like that's fine, nothing you can really do about that. The only other issue I have is 2 clicks, which I'll talk about, but yeah, so fun, really underrated. I love this. I love this level. This level is amazing. Maybe in my personal top 10, I don't know, it probably deserves to be there, but my personal top 10 is full of levels that I'm really biased towards, and this level just kind of came out of nowhere, so yeah, it probably should be there, but I'll see. Yeah, really underrated. I know I already said that, but more people need to play this. It is a bit weird to learn at first, but it is so fun, and it just, the decoration goes so incredibly hard. Like, there's no reason this level shouldn't be, like, played a lot more often. It's not even, like, hard. It's, like, on the easier side of Extreme Demons. It's, like, a tier 22 easy. Yeah. Alright, go through the parts as I do a lot of the time. I will say, I'm not going to talk about the decoration in each part, because it is just really good overall. It stays pretty consistent in terms of quality, and I will say that the colors in each part, really beautiful to look at. Okay, gameplay. The first 20% of the pre-drop, pretty solid, pretty consistent. There are 2 clicks that are unusually tight for some reason. That took a stupid amount of time to learn, but ironically, the Extreme Demon with fucking click indicators actually utilizes click indicators in a useful way, where, for the 2 clicks I'm talking about, I'll put them on screen, I guess, so you know what I'm talking about. If you click at the click indicators, it's consistent, so yeah. So I don't have a problem with this first 20%. The next 20%, 20 to 40, this is where my 2 least favorite clicks lay. The first one is this one stupid click with the UFO where you need to bash your head on the ceiling to narrowly avoid the spike that is really high up. You could fix this by, like, moving the spike down, like, a quarter of a block, and the part would be way better. It would make the click almost free, but, like, there are, like, entire sections of this level that are free, and as it stands right now, that click is harder than, like, at least for me, 40 to 60%, which is kind of ridiculous. Yeah. And the second click I have issue with is the ball click right before the drop. It's an annoying timing, I found. Really, on paper, it shouldn't be that bad. Maybe I just didn't practice it that much. I feel like I beat this level a lot faster than I would have, because I definitely over-practiced as a trauma response. No! Why? Why? But yeah, I'm glad I didn't spend too much time at 0. That's why I slowly start to hate the level. But the next part is the drop. Really, really fun. The pre-drop is kind of standard timing gameplay. The drop is super enjoyable. Most of the clicks are extremely satisfying. I say most because I'm sure there's some clicks that aren't, that I'm just not thinking of, but every click that I can think of at the moment is really satisfying to pull off. This level doesn't have music sync, but the click pattern is so, like, natural. It's really fun. Love this shit. The next 10% of the drop, the spider part into the mini cube wave part bullshit, is really fun, really easy, actually. I never died here from 0, and didn't really die here too much while practicing. The only reason I died was because of this, I don't want to call it a bug, because it really isn't. The strange bug when placing a start position at 40%, where the mini cube just would never work for some reason. You'd always miss the blue pad right next to the yellow pad. But that never happens from anywhere else in the level, so I just had to practice that part with a checkpoint and the actual copy, and it was fine. That was the only problem I have with this specific 50 to 60%. And like, it's not even anywhere except placing the star position in one specific spot, which is really weird, but it doesn't bring the level down at all because it's such a weird, inconsequential bug. The next 10%, again, really fun. That blue orb in that first blue orb in that ship section is really tight and depends entirely on how high your UFO is when you click beforehand, which is a bit odd. It is learnable though. I only died there from 0 once. I got past it once, died there from 0 once, and then the next time I beat it. I felt this might have been over practicing, but the drop and onwards was really consistent, which is awesome. Love to see that. Yeah, the part after that, 70 to 80, probably the most difficult part in the level. The waves are pretty tight, and those orb timings in the cube after the 2 waves are, I found to be the hardest part of the level. It seems like it shouldn't be the hardest part, but that's just me. Well, honestly, I feel like that UFO and ball click are probably harder, but when practicing, that was the hardest part when doing runs anywhere past the pre-drop. But yeah, I only died there once, which is nice. I fluked it. Great. Yeah, and 80 to 90, really pretty similar to the pre-drop gameplay, but honestly, I like the gameplay 80 to 100 a lot better than the pre-drop gameplay, so I guess if the gameplay in the pre-drop was more like that, this level would be perfect. Right now it stands as a 9 out of 10, so it's like, oh no, you're missing the 1 point. And honestly, my 10 out of 10s, again, are mostly given 10 out of 10s from bias, but the last 10%, pretty chokeable, I'd say. I'm lucky I didn't, but like, especially that ship part at the end, I'm surprised I didn't die there from 0. That is very characteristic of a spot in a level that would kill me. So yeah, that's the level. Beautiful. Where am I in the leaderboard? Top 34. Again, super underrated level. Super underrated level. Needs more than 34 victors. I'm sure it does because a lot of people are leaderboard banned. But yeah, great. Okay, I'm gonna end it there. I don't have anything else to say other than please give this level a shot. Really, really fun. I mean, it comes with the caveat of if you don't like this gameplay, obviously you won't like the level. Like, if you don't like the style of flowy gameplay, learny gameplay, then you won't like it, so don't play it then. But if you have any infatuation with this style of gameplay, then go for it. So yeah, now I'm done. Goodbye.